Hi there. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Family First program and the schedule and scheduling in game time, family game time, games to play maybe one-on-one with your kids. You can even do it part of box time scheduling. You could have like one station where the kids get to play a quick card game with you while the other kids are playing with the other boxes, and why we do that. I had a kid ask today why game time has to be on the schedule. And of course, when the kids are in the program, our answer to a question like that would be that parents direct the day and that they don't have to worry because we've got this. However, with this kid, we did give him that answer. I directed the parents to give that answer. And then later, as we were sitting down having lunch, I explained some things about game time and sensory time and why it was important. So I first caution you against playing games as a family that are super highly competitive or set people up to kind of be upset or manipulative if you're just not at that place yet. So a lot of the games that I bring are more like the thinking, doing, feeling game. Some games about anger, some games that encourage conversation. The games that you have in your family may not always be that way, and that's okay. You just have to take the emphasis off of the competitive part of it. And for sure, remember in the first 90 days of the program, or at least the first 30 days of the program, we're really limiting the interactions between the kids. So while you're doing these games, you are going to really be working on the social language skills, how we build each other up, is how to be a good winner, how to be a good loser, and just encouraging compliments and the social language skills. So pick games that maybe involve a little bit more of that and that aren't going to be highly frustrating for the kids. And if you need if you have a lot of kids in a lot of different ages, that's where you can have like one parent working with one child on one game that's age appropriate, and then switching to have the other child in a different age appropriate game or activity until you switch. So not having the kids just go play a game together is a really good idea because of the issues that you will have and the game pieces getting thrown at each other or the board being upturned because somebody couldn't handle something that somebody else said. So really watch that. Even when we come into the home to do these games, sometimes we can't complete it. Even the games that are not competitive, because something will get said. Sometimes even by parents, there's too much lecturing. It's like playing Mad Dragon is not an opportunity to put your child on the spot about what they do. It's really designed for you to talk about how you handle your anger or how you handle these situations. So sometimes I have to stop the game because a child is getting upset or shutting down, because that's also, I've had games that it's supposed to be an encouragement and somebody uses that opportunity to say something negative. And yet I still feel like having game time is really, really important in the schedule. It is very good. A lot of these games really help with some kind of left and right brain thinking. It helps build flexibility. It's a really good opportunity to work on social language skills. And it also gives you a chance to see how their brain is thinking about things. It's a good opportunity with our kids with kind of the ADHD brain and their inability to stay on task to keep them focused. So you may have to do a game for a shorter amount of time and just say, hey, we really need to stay focused and on task. And if things start going awry for any reason, if they cannot work through it, like work through their frustration or work through losing, they may have to take a break. And so you get to practice that. The main thing too is that you're there doing it with them. And so you're getting to see this. You're kind of getting a chance to see how they're thinking about things and how they're doing things. I have found that some card games like Skip-Bo and even some of the card games that we do in the Family First program like Mad Dragon, sometimes Uno, if it doesn't cause too much frustration, Uno can be a very frustrating game for kids. So just kind of watch it, maybe put a limit on how many times they can draw cards and things like that. You just have to really watch it. But card games seem to help kids a little bit more even than board games. I have found some board games that are really helpful, but you really have to watch that competitive nature. I've had some families where the kids really want to play Monopoly and it goes bad quickly. And I have other families that that's a great game to play because of just all the different things that happen in it, the organizing, the dealing with money, you know, all of those things. So really watch your kids that are sticklers for the rules. They will be on top of everybody else following the rules, but they may want to invent their own rules for the game. So just kind of watch that and know which kids are like that and which ones are going to kind of hold each other accountable and remind the kids that you're in charge. And what you say it's going to be is the way it's going to be. I do games with kids of all ages in the family. And so, like I said, sometimes we split it up into the smaller children, one-on-one with a parent, to the older kids. But I just want to encourage you, even if you've gone through the program, to add some family game time, you know, into your schedule. So good luck.